What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with another review for Love at the Lockup Season 5, Episode 39, you guys. This episode, it was titled Rules of Engagement. Before we get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, you guys, and sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss Love After Lockup, shall we? All right, you guys, so I'm gonna start up with the couple that we're gonna start up with the least to the worst. Well, yeah. So let's start up with Letitia and Keith. I don't even really need my notes for this with Letitia because I have so many things when it comes to Letitia. The fact is, number one, I've said it plenty of times before, I think that Letitia lied to get back on the show. I feel like Letitia knew from the jump Keith wasn't getting out of jail. I feel like that whole paralegal storyline was bogus. I think that she knew Keith wasn't getting out of jail, but I think she probably needed a little bit of money. So she said, let me lie to these people and tell them that Keith is coming home. And that's why we got the introduction to Bianca and Daniel, right? Also, when it comes to Letitia, like I said, I think she did this all, this was all orchestrated. Now, when it comes to her kids, that one orchestrated because her daughter crying, I want my daddy to come home. It's like, oh my God. Here's the thing. I get Letitia says that her baby's daughter's, her youngest daughter's father is a piece of shit, right? I get it. Then she's talking about Keith has been been more of a father to her than her dad has. I was like, from behind bars, baby, kids need more than just him sending them things. They need emotional finance. They need emotional support. They need she might feel the love from him, but they need a lot more than just monetary and gifts. But okay, cool. Me personally, I don't give a damn if we are married. I'm not finna introduce my child to you because one, you're behind bars. You could be, filling my head up with so much bullshit that by the time you get home, it can flip, i.e. Shantae and lies. But you know what? Letitia like it. I love it, right? So she went home. She told her kids came home. She had to tell her daughters. Her oldest daughter don't give a damn. I'm like, girl, you really need to think about this. Like, everything when you talk, it's all about self. Now, you do mention your kids, but for me, it's like you don't take your oldest daughter's feelings into consideration because your oldest daughter, you can clearly tell she's uncomfortable and that she probably doesn't want Keith in the house. And I would think that, you'd be like, you know what, Keith, I forgot what her oldest daughter's name is, but whatever her oldest daughter's name is, you would think that she would sit down and say to Keith, like, Keith, I can, your child. So, when your child is uncomfortable with something. And I would think that she would be like, I don't think that she's comfortable with this. So I don't think that when you get out of prison that you should come here and stay here. But nope, she still wants him to come stay at the house. I was like, okay, girlfriend, if that's how you feel, if you like it, I love it. But I would still think about your kids. That's all I got to say. So she told them also about them having to move, right? Again, everything with Letitia, it honestly just gives me storyline. I don't know what's real with Letitia and what's not real with Letitia. But then she's like, well, how about we move somewhere where there's a beach? So how about North Carolina? I was like, you know what? Never mind. It is what it is. Letitia's going to do what Letitia wants to do. And like I said, I don't necessarily know if she is keeping her oldest daughter in mind because your oldest daughter is probably in high school. She has friends that she probably wants to graduate with. Again, like I said, everything when it comes to Letitia just gives me fake, phony, and a damn storyline. But you guys feel free to let me know what you think in the comments below. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next person that I wish I didn't have to see. And unfortunately, I got to see her again after next week. Next up, you guys, Bianca and Daniel. So Bianca is questioning Daniel's cousin, asking why did he tell Daniel not to marry her? And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, girl, you don't know the man. And that's exactly what the cousin said. It's like, he's never met you. You guys don't know each other. So why would I think that that would be a good idea to get married? Something about, Bianca, I just don't like her. And like I said, unfortunately, because next week is the season finale, but unfortunately, we got to deal with her in love, not love, no, isn't, no, Life After Lockup. We still have to see her in Life After Lockup. I'm like, my God, can this girl go away from me? Like I do, of all the people this season, she is the one that I did. She is the one that I like the least out of all of the people on this show. And you guys know there are quite a few of them that I don't like. But Bianca is at the top of that totem pole of people that I just do not like. Bianca is also selfish as hell. I get it. Bianca is 23 years old. She wants to live her life and have fun. And no one's saying that you can't live your life and have fun. But here's my thing when it comes to Bianca. Bianca is 23 and Daniel is 31. Here's my problem when it comes to Bianca, right? Everybody in his family keeps telling her, like, girl, he is an addict. And you want to drink around him, drink in his vicinity, and he is a recovering alcoholic or drug addict, right? So then we find out that the man relapsed while in prison. I was like, so, and she was like, I can't, when I tell you I don't like that lady, I don't like that lady. So she says in her interview that she doesn't believe it was his intention and that he did it on a whim just because the drugs were around him. I'm like, you stupid little, I was about to call her a bitch. You dumbass. You nincompoop. Girl, if he relapsed in prison she said, they said fentanyl. I was like, fentanyl? Baby, does he want to be, in the ground permanently? Because there is one thing that, y'all know that I partake in the MJ, right? But I buy mine from a company. Currently, I buy mine from companies. It's one company called Mood, and it's another one called Botany Farms. That's where I buy my plants from. But other than, like, I'm not finna sit here and play the game of potentially getting laced with fentanyl. Absolutely not. And he's freely taking it. And then this little diphthong gonna sit there and say that, like, when she literally fixed her mouth to say that it was on a whim and it was because he was around and you don't think he intentionally did it. Girl, you don't accidentally take drugs that are in your vicinity. Like, I really want this girl to go away from, I really, 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 really want her to go away from me with this. Like, she is a dunce. Like, nothing about her makes, like, I don't like Bianca. I really don't like Bianca. Then the cousin asks, are you worried about him potentially relapsing? And it don't seem like she is. I'm like, you dummy. He's just, if the man relapsed in prison while you guys have been dating, and you guys have only been dating for a few months, he will relapse again. And that's why his family keeps saying to you not to drink around him. So they went to go pick him up from prison, and that was really where the episode ended, because God, we got to see Bianca in Life After Lockup. I cannot believe that they really thought that she was interesting enough to bring over to Life After Lockup. Baby, I would have rather seen Marcelino and Brittany. There are so many people that I would have rather see over Bianca and Daniel, and these are people that I don't even want to see again in my life on this show, on these shows. But Bianca and Daniel, absolutely not. I don't care about their story now. What the hell make y'all think we care about it in Life After Lockup? Hell no. Go somewhere, Bianca. Let's move on to the next couple. So like I said, we going from couples that, well, at this point, I done got the people that I didn't care about out the way. Let's move on to let's get to some funny people, right? Christine and Julian. I noticed in this episode, so Christine, you guys know Christine her mouth is crooked, right? And I still think Christine is on drugs. I noticed that when Christine opened her mouth wide, she ain't got no teeth over here. I was like, God damn. She ain't got no teeth over here. I don't think she got no teeth up here either in the top. I think it looks like she's missing a whole hell of a lot of teeth. Baby, if that ain't a cautionary tale of why You should never touch meth. Let it be a cautionary tale. Your teeth. Absolutely not, right? So you guys know Christine, well, Julian has no job, right? So Julian is doing an interview. I hollered when I saw Julian in that dress shirt with that tie, and then on the bottom he had on some cargo shorts. I was like, oh, I've done it before too. With my actually, it's so funny because it was an interview. Was it this job that I think it was? It's when I was interviewing for jobs back in between 2021 and 22 when I got my job. I would do the same. Like I would do it just like this, ring camp, because there were quite a few interviews where I could do it like via Teams. So I would just download Teams onto my phone, and I would just have it. I'll have my ring light set up right, and all you could see was the shirt. You could just see the shirt, but at the bottom, baby, it would. I would be kind of like how I am right now. You guys can't see what I have on, but I have this shirt on, and on the bottom, I'm just, my kneecaps are out. I got on my sandals, my socks. I do have on boxer briefs, so I do have some clothes on. But I was like, it's interesting when you think about how the pandemic changed things, right? Well, actually, no. Before I was actually doing virtual interviews before the pandemic, because actually, yes, I did. Like my last job that I had at State Farm, that whole interview was virtual. I never once went into that office until my first day of work, and I was like, wow, that was a cool interview process. Because actually, that interview process was pretty cool too, because I never met anybody. What happened is, I remember it. They told me that they wanted to interview with me, right? And then they sent me the link. There was a link that I had to click on, and there were questions. The typical questions that they ask you, right? I had to record myself doing those questions and then submit it. So I never met with the hiring managers or anybody. And it was so interesting because I was like, I didn't know if I had got it. And months later, they reached out and said, we wanted to hire you. And I was like, oh, cool. Wish I never took that job. I wish I never took that job. So, you guys know Christine is wanting to do this comedy show. You guys, when I tell you guys, I hollered at Christine when that woman was making that flyer. I was like, girl, this looks like something somebody did. Like when you were in kindergarten and you doing arts and crafts, that's what Christine's flyer looked like. I was like, girl, you couldn't get on nobody's computer and type up a flyer, make a flyer. You couldn't get on Canva. You can do nothing. Like y'all stuck in the Stone Ages, because my God, today when I tell y'all that flyer had me hollering, then she had me hollering because Julian is like, he don't think that she should do the stand-up comedy because he's worried about how people perceive her if she's not funny, and he's worried if that'll make her relapse. I was like, Julian, I don't know if that's the real deal, bruh. But okay, if that's what you want to say, I'm gonna let you have it, right? Christine got mad because Julian says he wants her to pick up some extra shifts. And then when he said why, because he said your restitution and your child support, I was like, she absolutely needs to pick up some more shifts. Christine, y'all know I like Christine, but Christine, mama, you being a little bit on the irrational side. This man he don't have to take care of your legal bills. Like, that's on you, sweetie pie. You the one that did drugs and lost your kids. You the one that did drugs and went to a bank and robbed the bank. So that's your restitution. Like, I don't want to be paying it, but Julian is a better man than I am. Because, baby, ain't no motherfucking way I would ever do it. So, the final scene we see with Christine. So, Christine got this ugly-ass flyer. She's putting it on the vanity mirror in the bathroom, right? She drew two lopsided titties, and she wrote something else down, and then something. Now, I noticed that they blurred when she drew the titties, they blurred the titties out, but then you come back and you see the titties, but then it says please something, and it's completely blurred out. So I don't know what she said, but it's something sexy to entice him to come. I was like, girl, Christine, that's all you know to do is have sex, huh? Okay, girl. I mean, I ain't mad at you, but cool. Let's move on to the next couple. one of the dumbest ones. Kim and Joey. Joey, those rims on a Nissan Pathfinder, ugly as hell. Like what year? What year did Joey go into prison? Because I mean, I don't really see people. I'm about to say I don't really see people with rims like that these days, unless it's like a classic, like it's an old school classic car, that the rims make it pop. But that's not classic, and that's not an old school car. It's given like Joey done went back to 2005 when people, now I'm telling my age, but back in 2005 here in Texas, we used to have, I don't know if everybody did this, but I know in Texas, it was something that we definitely did. Because if y'all go back and watch videos with Paul Wall, Mike Jones, and all of them, look at the cars with the spinning rims on them, the spinning rims. And if you couldn't afford the spinning rims, then you got the spinning hubcap. So that's what it reminds me. It just takes me back to 2005 when everybody was putting rims on their car. Because even when I was in high school, when I got my first car, I was like, ooh, I want some rims on my car. My mom was like, you are not getting no rims on your damn car. You gonna keep the rims that's on there. I was like, oh, okay, but I would prefer to have some rims. And I was working, but she said no rims. I was like, okay, sis, I want some rims. So Kim got back from shopping for this engagement party, right? And she told him that his ex-girlfriend sent him a friend request. She said, did she send you a friend request? He said yes. And she said, so you weren't gonna tell me? I was like, oh, Kim. See, Kim, this is your problem. Instead of tracking him with them air tags in the car, you should have been looking at the phone, but actually scratch that. Scratch the air tag, scratch tracking his phone. You don't trust this man. If you don't trust this man, why are you in a relationship with him? Like, I don't understand that. That really makes no sense to me when people do stuff like that. If you don't trust the person that you're in a relationship with, why be with them if you got to do things like that? I've done it one time, and one time only, where it was like I didn't trust something. And as the age-old saying goes, if you go looking for something, you're gonna find something. I found something, right? But it wasn't a deal breaker. But I did find something. But I already knew it too. At the same time, like, here's the thing. I mean, if you feel it in your heart, you're not wrong. And I just don't understand being in a relationship with somebody that you don't trust. And the relationship that I was in, it wasn't a lack of trust. It was just like I feel like something is off, right? But with this one, you just don't trust this man. And I don't understand why you're in a relationship with him, right? So Kim got mad that he didn't tell her about the friend request. He said it's not a big deal, which technically is not a big deal. It's a friend request. All you got to do is accept or delete it. I mean, it's Facebook. It's not like, see, some people take Facebook a little bit too seriously. Me personally, I don't, because I don't even use Facebook like that. I have one, but I don't use it. I very rarely use that damn Facebook. So then he let her know that she keeps texting him. And then he downloaded a WhatsApp. So Kim read the text messages and she got pissed off. Because one of them said, why would you text me when Kim is around? I was like, see, Kim, you're looking stupid. You didn't trust the man and you were right to not trust him. So then he decides to take the phone and the car and leave. I was like, excuse you? A phone that you're not paying for, a car that you ain't paying for, a car insurance you ain't paying for. Bitch, I would have called 911 so quickly. Hello, 911? Yeah, my name is Kim. Yeah, I want to report a stolen car. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a blue Nissan Pathfinder. License plate is da 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 da. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Be. Now I was about to say something else, but but I would literally call the police and tell them my fucking car was stolen. Like, nigga, you not finna sit here and take the. And then I would have called and I would have called AT&T or T-Mobile, whoever. Hey, so number 214-866-2938. Yeah, that number right there. Cancel it. Oh, okay, canceled. So he wouldn't be able to text that woman, and that car will be reported stolen. The fuck? Hell no, you're not gonna play in my face. But Kim was a dodo bird, so girl, whatever. And then this fool went to the park to meet up with the ex-girlfriend. For what, Joey? Like, okay. Good night to Kim and Joey, because I can't with either one of them. Like, girl, just plum stupidity at its finest. Now, let's move on, you guys. So who have we talked about? So we talked about Letitia and Keith, Kim and Joey, Christine and Julian, Bianca and Daniel. Who do y'all want to go to next? I think we're going to save the most delusional of the two for last. Let's go to Hope and Arthur, you guys. So Hope is introducing Arthur to her sisters, right? She's talking about the fact that her sisters are judgmental. Baby, you ain't never lied. I don't like you, and I damn sure don't like your sisters. Your sisters are just as bad as you are, right? So she met up with her sisters. One of her sisters, we're going to call her Felicia, because that's exactly who that girl looked like. She looked like Felicia from Friday. That's all I kept seeing was Felicia from Friday. And then the other sister, I don't know who she looked like, but I know mama got bad skin too, because I was just looking at them blotches all over her face. I'm like, girl, you and Zaraya need to go see a dermatologist expeditiously, because them red spots on your face. So she told them she has a boyfriend, and they said, what's his name? So she said Arthur. So her older sister Felicia was like, I recognize, like, I've heard them before. Like, it wasn't good, because she told me it was a long distance relationship. Her sister, like, Felicia was like, that ain't no long distance relationship. Again, I know that woman's name is not Felicia, but since she looks like Felicia, we gonna call her fucking Felicia. So Felicia is asking questions, which, here's the thing, I don't have a problem with Felicia asking questions about him working and all that kind of stuff. I don't have a problem with that. It was the fact that when Felicia, little gross sister, and their grandparents met him, this was when it kind of took a toll for me, because it really did seem like Felicia and little gross sister over there were being very judgmental of him, right? Granted, I get it. You don't want, he's living with your sister. He ain't working, but I mean, he's been out of prison for 2 months at this point. He ain't gonna get a job just like that. I mean, like I said before, there are plenty of places that you can go and apply for, but even somebody who doesn't, I mean, I know people out there, I know there are people out there looking for jobs, been looking for jobs for a while, they can't find anything, right? This job market is just not what it is, right? So it's not like you're gonna find a job just lickety split. Like, people who have degrees, they're even having hard times finding jobs, right? Look at Julian. Julian was in marketing, can't find a job. So sister was being a little judgmental. Then when he talked about his mental break, his mental health thing, I really didn't feel like I didn't feel like Felicia or little gross sister over there were being, very, little gross sister was a little bit receptive to it, but Felicia wasn't that receptive to it. I'm like, Felicia, girl, I want you in these big dookie braids to go somewhere. I didn't like her. No. Here's the thing, Arthur. Here's the thing. When you get out of prison this time, don't even talk to Hope. Run. Don't walk away from that girl. Stay the fuck away from her. Stay the hell away from her. Get the hell out of Dodge. Because, like I said, Felicia and little gross sister over there, I don't like them. And I damn sure don't like Great Value Pinky. Like, I don't like this whole family. Great Value Pinky, Felicia, and little gross sister. Grandma and Grandpa seem cool, especially Grandpa. Grandpa seemed cool but Grandpa is kind of little, he's not judging him, but he was a CO, so he knows what it is, right? So I liked her grandparents, but her sisters, absolutely the hell not. If I miss anything with them sisters, y'all can feel free to read them in the comment section. But that's all I got from it. Was she wasn't lying. Her sisters are very judgmental, because Felicia was the most judgmental of them all. Felicia was the most judgmental of them all. But let's go ahead and move on to the next couple, you guys. Now with this one, I just don't know where we go, because both of these are terrible. You got Shantae and Liz, and then you got Zaraya and Troy. But we'll say that delusional fool for last. Let's talk about Shantae and Liz. Actually, let's talk about Liar. That's what we're gonna call them, because I just don't know what, like, with Shantae and Liz, I think both of them are full of shit, to be honest with you guys. Because in this episode, I kept looking at Shantae. I also noticed that hotel room was nasty as hell. Then I kept looking at Shantae. I was looking at her stomach, because I was like, Is she really? I'm still asking the question. Was she really pregnant? Because I mean, her stomach do look like she could be pregnant, but then it also look like, girl, you could just have a little bit of gas, indigestion. But again, I don't know. So lies. He has to go meet his PO, right? You guys know he's wondering if he's gonna go back to jail. So lies meets up with his. Well, actually, he was late, and that's the problem that I have with him. It's like you don't take nothing. You take absolutely nothing seriously, sir. Because it said on that screen, I kept looking at it twice to see what it said. It said it was 30 minutes into his appointment, right? To his, and then he had to go pick up. He went to go pick up Shantae on the offset that they locked him up. I was like, so what is she gonna do with your like? Huh? I mean, I get that he says drive his car back. Why can't we even take an Uber? Don't you got money? Never mind. So he went to go pick up Shantae. Again, 30 minutes. He got there at 10 o'clock. I'm like, sir, you're late. And if I was your PO, I would have threw you back. I would have threw your ass back in jail. But the PO gave him some leniency. I don't know if it's leniency or not, but the PO put him on house arrest, right? So he gonna be staying at one of his friends' house. Shantae, however, feels away because he didn't give up, give the information to her house. I was like, but girl, you just made a whole big to do and a fuss about him. She's talking about, does she want to be in a relationship with him? No. But is she thinking about it? Yes. I was like, girl, you a damn lie. You want to be in a relationship with him and you're thinking about being in a relationship with him. Why? You know what, Shantae, girl, I ain't even got the time or the patience with you right about now because you full of it. You full of it. You full of it. You full of it. So they left there and they went to go meet up with his friend. Now, the way he kept saying the friend's name, I was like, is that how you pronounce that woman's name? And I forgot how you said it. I forgot what the woman's name was. But whatever he was saying, I was like, I don't think that's how you pronounce her name. I don't think that's how you pronounce that lady's name. But he kept saying it one way, but then Shantae in her interview said it the way that I thought that it was supposed to be pronounced. When it comes to Shantae and him, she ain't gonna feel comfortable with him around any woman. Let's just be real about that. She gonna think he's, now granted, she don't think he's sleeping with this friend, but she feels like, they have a lot in common and she might enable him. No shit, Sherlock. His sister did that, but okay. Okay, girl. Also, I mentioned this last week. Why does he drive with no seatbelt on? Like, I'm noticing he don't ever wear a seatbelt. But again, neither here nor there. I'm tired of these two fools. Get them off of my TV. I don't know if they're gonna be on. Yes, they are. I believe they're gonna be on Life After Lockup as well. I think a lot of these. I think Zaraya and Troy are gonna be on Life After Lockup. I think Shantae and Liz are gonna be there too, and I know for a fact Bianca and Daniel are there. I don't know who else is gonna be on Life After Lockup from this cast. I think that's it. I believe that's it. I know Hope and Arthur aren't coming. But let's go ahead and wrap up with Zaraya and Troy. Troy, divorce this lady. This lady is delusional. But I mean, the hair alone should have told you how delusional she was. Who in this day and age wears, well, let me not shade anybody else besides her. Let me just only shade her. Who the fuck wears a ponytail like that besides her? Again, no shade to anybody who wears ponytails, right? I ain't saw no because they look like one of them drawstring ponytails. I ain't really saw a drawstring ponytail in some years, right? But this lady means you no good. She's jealous. And she can say it's because of Yana, but it's not because of Yana. It's because she only wants you to be up under her and her son. Because she says that she's been waiting for him for years to come home and he only been out a few days and now he's leaving. I was like, you dumb ass woman. Loosen that fucking ponytail on the top of your scalp. Let your brain breathe, bitch. Because if you are that fucking stupid, talking about he only been out for a few days and he is already leaving, you dumb ass moron. This man is going to go see his 7-year-old daughter. You must have been dropped on your head as a baby because you have lost all the marbles that I didn't think you had in the first fucking place. He is out for a few days, but he's leaving already. Again, bitch, he's going to see his daughter. And yes, I called her. I don't take that back. I'm not gonna even. I'm like, girl, the fuck? He's going to see his daughter, you dumbass. That's why I say it's not about Yana. It's about you and you alone. You only thinking about self. You only want him to be around you and your son. Fuck his daughter is basically what you're saying. Leave this nutcase alone, Troy. Please leave this nutcase alone. So then Troy is begging and pleading with her to put her ring back. And I was like, Troy, please don't beg with this lady to put her ring on. Let her go. She's telling you to get the hell out. Run. So she says, I'm going to put it back on. But she gave him an ultimatum. I was like, no. We ain't playing that ultimatum game. Troy, then she said she'll go to Buffalo. Here's my thing with her. I've said it once, I'm going to say it again, girlfriend. Stop putting all this fucking makeup on your, stop putting all that makeup on your face, for real, for real. Your skin is screaming for clarity, right? Because you have red spots all over your face. Even in your interview with the producer with your makeup on, those look like warts on your face, but I don't know if they are or not. Like, you need to worry about your skin and less about this makeup, because she just over there blotting this makeup on. No. So they finally make it to Buffalo. They see his family, right? I'm gonna try my heart. I'm not trying to be shady, but how old is his sister? Because I was looking at his sister and I was like, I don't know if it's that wig or if it's his dress or if it's these boots, but she looks like an older woman. And we're gonna start from the top, because I think it really was that wig with no part. The wig had a part over here, but there wasn't no part over here. Then the wig is swooped right here, but then all of this stuff is down. Then I think she had something up here. I was like, what the hell is going on with this hair? I was just looking at it like it's this wig is aging you, sis. And I don't think his sister's that old, because that wig was definitely aging her, right? I'm finna wrap up with this crazy nutcase. His sister is leery of her. You should be, sis. You absolutely should be. The only thing that Zaraya said that made a little bit of sense to me was the fact that when Troy left, he didn't tell anybody anything. I will give her that one minute point. You were right about that. He shouldn't have left and not told anybody where he was going, right? But the producers were following them behind him. So I don't know why the producers didn't call back to somebody and say, hey, he's just walking, we're right behind him. They were literally filming him the entire time, but hey, neither here nor there. Like I said, she also in her feelings about Yana, because she's also in her feelings about Yana bringing the baby over. I'm like, girl, this child is 7 years old. What you want this baby to do? Hop in the Uber, get on the bus, drive herself over there? He has to interact with this woman. They have a child together. The child is a minor. I don't like this lady. And we got to see her in Life After Lockup. My God, today we got to see her in this ponytail and this bad skin and this makeup in Life After Lockup. That is all I got, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section below. Please subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notifications. Share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.